Everybody, how's it going? Today, we're just gonna quickly go over. I know this is very last minute. Again, I was hoping to do it earlier in the week, but you've already heard my excuses. Actually, maybe not, depending on the order I release this. But I'm sorry. But we're almost at the end of the Rumic World Collab. As you can see, the quests do end on March 13th, 7 p.m. You, of course, have another 24 hours to take advantage of the travel bell, but realize you can only use it once. So there's really not that much time left. So you might be like, do I actually want to go through the effort of finishing max lucking these guys, or is it okay to pass on them? So I've done a little bit of research looking at other people videos, like I definitely looked at GameWith's pages. I took a look at Yo-chan's and Kuro's video. I'll link that on the bottom to make sure that you go over there and give them some credit for me ganking some of that information. But just a little bit of input on whether or not it's actually worth it to go for these collab characters. And so let's start with Rama. You can see her here. Again, she does has two forms, both an Evo and Ascended form, and it does look like GameWith is giving the Ascended form a slightly higher value with 8.0 there. The Evo form is only given a 7.0, and it seems like it's a pretty good monster to max luck. Both sides have a pretty rare skill set, which has its pros and cons, right? Because if there's not enough of them, it's highly unlikely that a quest is going to be there to utilize them, because it's just really specific for a monster. But maybe down the road it'll be useful, but it is a little bit iffy in that regard. But you can see, like, I guess let's start with the Evo form. The Evo form does have the base Slayer M with the Mazoku type, which is of course a popular a class for mobs and stuff. So having that on the main, of course, means that the bump combo is going to take advantage of that multiplier. So I guess it's nice there. But I don't think he has any standout quests where you can really use him. Right? Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, this is going to be a little bit skewed right now because of the bingo quests to use them in, Kyukyoku Extreme quests. So you're not going to be seeing anything valuable here, but I also don't think he has any high difficulty quests that he might have some usage. Now, if you go to the female form of Rama, now the strike shot does have a decent damage output, right? It looks like from the guide that they can do up to 4 million plus damage with that, which is a nice value. You time that right, you can get some carryover damage. And once again, the speed down wall block combo is a pretty rare set, so you again have that issue of really seeing them shine. However, it does look like that this form is really good for Vera, so if that's something you want to max luck on, seems like Rama might be a good choice for that. So recommend value is high. I wouldn't say it's a must, but if you want to focus on something, just doing it on Rama is definitely the option, I feel like. Actually, let's see if there's anything. Yeah, again, unfortunately that result is going to be skewed with the bingo quest that's going on right now. Next is the Inuyasha. Of course, Inuyasha is the slogging direct drop quest. So if you're doing it daily, you should be able to get enough. Of course, there is the slightly difficult quest to do it without any damage walls. You should be doing that for the bingo board, but for example, if you take advantage of the connect skills don't count as abilities, so you will be able to get around that restriction. GameWith ranking has him at a 7.0, and I would put it at a medium. There's nothing really to stand out. I mean, one property he has is that his skill set is very much crowded in terms of the gacha monsters, but it's not that filled with drop monsters. So again, a little bit hard to find max luck monsters. So might be a while if we see like a quest where he fills in that max luck role, because really you need generally available event monsters so that people don't complain. People who come later actually have a chance. But the strike shot does do a decent amount of damage, 3 million, you can see there. So it's a pretty good monster to max luck, probably. Might have some general use, right, with damage wall and warp. But yeah, I mean, do I even need to look here? I feel like, yeah, unfortunately it'll probably be a while before that actually has valuable results. And then the last event quest monster is Lum here, and again give it a medium rating, 7.0 in game width. And I guess the thing that she has going for her is that she has 3 abilities: flight, null magic circle, and null warp. So she has the opportunities to shine in maybe a Kyukyoku event extreme quest. But I mean, again, nothing that be like, yeah, you absolutely have to get her or something like that. Now, of course, that bump combo is really good for mob clearing, right? The static electricity stuff is gonna be fairly useful, I think. Definitely a nice utility to use. So again, nothing super standout, I feel like, at this point. I mean, okay, I guess you have Karna there as an option, which is cool. But yeah. So, I mean, those are the event monsters. So, I mean, if you really are low on time, spending your effort and time on Rama, I feel like makes the most sense. But, of course, it is a Chokyukyoku. Cho or is it Geki? But it is slightly difficult, on the difficult side. So if you do find yourself struggling, Geki Kyukyoku, I'm sorry, spending the effort here, I feel like it's worth it. And then the last set is, of course, the bingo monsters. Now, let's be honest, you're not going to be... This shouldn't be a decision you make because, oh, do I want to deal with these quests or not? You really want to be doing it for the sake of the bingo rewards, right? That's where you get the bulk of the, getting all of these orbs at the end, really getting that super type scroll at the end should be your main goal here. And, these max lucks are just, a bonus side effect. I mean, I've ordered it in terms of game width recommendations. Look like Sesshomaru might have a slight higher edge over all of them, but honestly, clearing the boards should be your hugest focus, right? There's nothing too stand out about them. But it's always nice to just have them in your box, just because you're basically getting it for free. And again, I acknowledge that some of the harder missions towards the end, like the no damage wall thing, but remember the top half of all of that, right, using a collab mon or a 5-star or less monster, stuff like that, they don't need to be no continue clear. There's only, I think, 3 quests in there that actually say no continue clear, so don't be afraid to use continue mins if necessary, or the miracle mins. Right, it's just those 3 that specifically say no continue clear. Just keep that in mind. And like I said earlier, if you are struggling with the Inuyasha mission, just cheese with some connect skill Kai monsters. If you don't have that, focus on making sure you have some slayers available to really do damage to Inuyasha, since I believe he is an Ajin type, so Ajin Slayer isn't that rare. Yeah, Ajin. So yeah, I mean, that's just a quick, summary of what, if you're running out of time, what you want to focus on. Just go for Rama, I think, is the best thing. Obviously, if you've been diligent, Inuyasha should be there for you. You clear it once a day. Of course, rushing to, get maximum of 3 drops per day is a little bit rough, but and Lum, I mean, she has an opportunity to shine, but I feel like that makes the most sense in the order I deliver them. So anyways, if you have any thoughts, you want to give other advice to the other folks to this game, feel free to comment below about that. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, and let me know if you have any suggestions on how this goes. I really don't know how to structure this quite yet, but we'll see if we should keep this going or not, because it's up in the air. Anyways, thanks, and until next time, bye bye. There you go. Bye bye.